It's no secret that Karens are one of the most entitled people on the planet. But what happens when they take it too far? Well, the police are there to stop their behavior and bring them to justice. These 4 Karens thought they were above the law until it was too late. On September 8, 2022, Christina rammed into another car driven by an older woman.
I was leaving here.
Were you able to get out of the store?
I think so.
It's pretty tight.
To exit, to take a left, and she just rammed right into me. She was going to turn into here. Her grandmother died.
Where were you exactly?
I guess she turned into here, and she just ran right into me, and then I ended up there.
When the police arrived, the victim explained what had happened. Officers moved to find Christina to explain her side of the story. To their greatest shock, they meet a drunk driver. They ask for her license and other necessary documents.
Do you have a driver's license on you? And your insurance?
I want to call my dad first.
Okay, but I still need your driver's license and insurance, okay?
Why? Because that woman is going off her rocker.
What happened today?
My grandma died.
Her speech is incoherent, but they get that her grandmother died, and that may have led to the accident. She fakes some tears to drive home her point. She gets more dramatic by mixing up her documents and continues making incoherent statements. She shoots herself in the foot by using her wipes in place of her phone. The officer is convinced that she drank too much. Anyway, they made her perform a sobriety test, knowing she would fail. The tests become more intense, with Christina objecting to every task given to her. Knowing she failed the tests and could be arrested, she asks to speak with an attorney, but then it was too late.
I want my attorney.
Okay, stop.
Present.
Stop.
I want.
Stop.
No, you
All right,
do
turn
not
around.
touch
Christina, turn
me.
around. Put your hands behind your back.
You do not touch.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back.
I want to talk.
Turn
to
around.
my
Put your hands
attorney.
behind your back. You can call them when we get to the station. Turn around, please. Okay?
You are
Turn
hurting
around.
me.
Turn around. All right. You're under arrest for DUI.
She'll be handcuffed first and taken to the station before anything else.
All right.
This is absolutely ridiculous. You're hurting me.
Calm down.
You are hurting me.
All you need to do is walk.
If you thought Christina would be calm at the situation, think again. She hurls insults at the officers on duty, and when she was tired, she asked to speak with her dad. The officers object, so she starts screaming and crying. She would only speak to her dad if she took the necessary tests. She insists on not taking it, but the officer remains calm. Eventually, they allow her to speak to her dad, but she screams and yells curses at him. She was later charged with DUI alcohol, failing to reduce driving speed, and improper lane usage. If you thought Christina was too dramatic, wait until you see how the next Karen reacted to her arrest.
You tell your sister that she is not part of my family. They said that I'm under the influence. I'm at the Niles police station. Come and get me now.
On March 19, 2023, a Marshfield native, Kayla, called 911 asking for help. Although officers tried to get more information, she didn't say much. Luckily, they traced her to her house to find out what was wrong. They arrive at her home, only for her to say everything is fine. The officers insist on staying until she comes out of the door to explain. She finally comes out and is acting up. She is not only scared of the police, but reminds them that she needs to go to work. She even denies phoning the police. An officer immediately sets her up by calling the line that called the office earlier. Unfortunately, it is hers. What's with Kayla and the attitude, they wondered. She refuses to speak with the police, but starts screaming instead.
You guys are gonna cause me to lose my job. Please let me go to work. There's no one inside. Please let me go home. Please, I have to go to work.
This triggers her boyfriend, who then comes out of the door to confront the police. Kayla and her boyfriend are handcuffed as she is led to the police car. There, she opened up about why she called the police. Kayla complicates issues by being uncooperative and wasting the officer's time.
Do anything. I thought you guys were hurting my wife. I didn't do anything.
Officer! I can't breathe. He just tased my boyfriend for no reason.
You need to.
He just
When she arrived at the station, she was charged with obstructing an officer, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. This isn't the worst Karen on this list. You're about to see more.
You called 911.
Just tased him!
Yeah.
He wasn't doing anything!
Terry Ann Blues was filmed yelling at the top of her voice on May 25th, 2021.
I did nothing.
Ma'am, what happened?
This guy chokeholded me.
Ma'am,
What the is wrong with him?
calm down. Keep it down, okay?
No, you need to talk to him. He chokeholded me. They saw it.
Ma'am.
They saw it.
Ma'am, calm down.
Everyone at the airport wondered if she was okay. She claimed that a man choke-held her. She kept screaming and would not let anyone help her. Efforts to calm her down proved abortive as she kept throwing tantrums at everyone at the airport.
He chokeholded me.
Ma'am, what's your name? I'm Officer Austin.
He threw me to the ground.
What's your name?
My name is Terry Ann
We'll
Blues.
come over here and we'll talk, okay?
I want the manager of the airport here.
Tara would not remain silent, but insisted she wanted to speak with the manager. Time is running out, and she needs to be at her aunt's memorial. By now, the officers were already running out of patience. They wanted to get things sorted out and leave the place. Tara accuses an airport staff of telling another passenger to chokehold her. The police are curious, so they met the employee to ask what happened. The staff detailed all that occurred in the last few minutes. The officer also asked the passenger for his side of the story. He corroborates what the airport staff already said. It turns out Tara started the drama. Even when other passengers tried to calm her down, she wouldn't listen. Instead, she took out the frustration on them. Even after mentioning that she's a retired officer, it didn't stop the police from arresting her. As expected, she puts up a fight, and in the police car, she yells racial slurs at the black officer. Upon reaching the station, she was charged with public intoxication, resisting arrest, and possession of marijuana. Too much for a woman who claimed to be a victim.
Because nobody will stand up for anyone.
Terry.
You piece of
Terry. Put your other arm behind your back.
I'm not, no. Oh, I'm being arrested for being chokehold. Please somebody film this. Please someone film this.
She's being recorded, ma'am.
On this day, the cops get a call from a building to deal with a noise complaint. They arrive and knock on the door, but meet an aggressive Karen.
You?
Yeah, I don't like you either, so as long as we're understand
I
that.
am a nurse.
Yeah.
And I'm an
You don't act like
LPN,
it.
and I did 12
You're an
years
LPN?
of it.
Yeah.
And you need to get off. And I told you this is
No,
a
man.
locked building. And I told you not to come inside my building.
She tells them that she needs them out of her house this instant. She starts acting irritated by their presence. The officers could tell she is intoxicated. Ironically, she called the cops and can't remember when or why. She starts yelling at them to get down the stairs because she doesn't want to see them. They ask why she called them in the first place. The intoxicated woman did not have an answer. When she returned inside and slammed the door at them, they figured the problem was already solved. As they leave the property, she jets out of the house in the usual Karen drama style. She continues screaming and warning them to never visit her house.
Merry Christmas!
Go inside.
I'll you up!
Go inside.
Don't ever!
As they leave, they see her leaving her apartment to attack a neighbor. It became evident that she was a nuisance that needed to be curtailed. She was arrested and taken to jail. And didn't stop there. She kept yelling and insulting everyone that came her way. It took hours before she stayed calm and let the police do their jobs. She remained in jail until the effects of the alcohol waned. She returned to her house afterward, but not until she was charged with disorderly conduct. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
I'm sorry.
I'm moving.
I'm sorry.
Quit moving.
I'm
Quit moving.
I'm sorry. I want to.
Quit moving.